Hola and welcome to the first class of the first chapter of the first of everything. We need to start with the vocabulary for the beginning of every lesson. I'm going to start with vocabulary. So, let's get started. For the objectives for today, los objetivos, at the end of this lesson, you will learn how to ask a person's name, and número dos, you will learn how to ask a person how a person is doing. Let's begin. So, in order for you to ask a friend or other young person's name who is familiar to you, you ask. And let me give you instructions about this before I continue. The instructions are that I am going to read very slow, and as I'm reading and the blue pointer is going through, you repeat after me. And then the second time around, I am going to say a little bit faster. However, you repeat after me again. And the very last time, I'm going to say it as if I was speaking, and you repeat again. So it's going to be 3 times. I do, you do, slow. I do, you do, medium speed. I do, you do, as if you were speaking, or a little bit faster. Let's begin. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? And the way you answer back, it's this way. Again, the same rules are going to apply as we did over here. Me llamo. Me llamo. Me llamo. Another way that you can answer back is soy. 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 Let's continue. Now, to ask an adult's name in the formal way, someone who you respect and it's older than you, then you ask as follows. ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo se llama usted? Very good. You are doing progress. Very good. So let's keep the rhythm. I said, I do, you do, I do, you do, I do, you do. Slow, medium, and fast. Okay. So when someone asks an adult's name, then they say, me llamo. Me llamo. Me llamo. The other way is soy. 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 Never mind this thing on the bottom. It's going to be bugging all the time. So these are 2 ways that you can answer back. Me llamo and soy. Let's continue. Now, to ask who someone is, you ask this way. ¿Quién es él? ¿Quién es él? ¿Quién es él? No, él is he. ¿Quién es ella? ¿Quién es ella? ¿Quién es ella? And this is what it means, of course. Now, he or she answer this way. Él es Pedro. Él es Pedro. Él es Pedro. Ella es Ana. Ella es Ana. Ella es Ana. Very good. Doing progress. And this is what it means in English. So this is how you ask to ask who someone is. Okay, very good. Let's continue. So to ask someone's name, then this is how you ask. ¿Cómo se llama él? ¿Cómo se llama él? ¿Cómo se llama él? ¿Cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? Good. And this is what it means. And so the other person or someone will answer this way. Él se llama Pedro. Él se llama Pedro. Él se llama Pedro. Ella se llama Ana. Ella se llama Ana. Ella se llama Ana. Very good. And this is what it means. Very good. So I hope that you are doing progress. Go ahead and repeat after me. Do not be afraid. Don't feel embarrassed. Go ahead and repeat. This is the only way that you are going to learn, by mimicking me. Okay? Go ahead and do it somewhere where you are alone. Use your earbuds, whatever. But go ahead and repeat. You need to repeat in order to learn. Let's move on. Now we're going to do some exercises. Well, actually, I'm going to show you visually how we're going to, or how that what you learn right now, those vocabulary words and phrases can be implemented. So there is two people in the park, right? And ¿cómo se llama usted? Repeat. ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo se llama usted? Soy Ana Ortiz. Soy Ana Ortiz. Soy Ana Ortiz. Remember, once we get to this rhythm with pictures and everything, I'm going to pick up the pace. That way you can hear the sound, the original sound, the native sound. I'm utilizing the native sound in Spanish. Let's move on. ¿Cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? Don't forget to repeat. Keep repeating every time I say it. Ella se llama Teresa. Ella se llama Teresa. Ella se llama Teresa. Next one. Pay attention on the way I say it. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Bárbara. ¿Y tú? Me llamo Bárbara. ¿Y tú? Me llamo Bárbara. ¿Y tú? Very good, very good. Making progress. You can always go back to the video, remember, and repeat it also once again, and repeat as much as you can until you get it. Let's move on. Now let's move on to other new vocabulary words. To ask how a friend is, and this is the second objective, this is how you ask. Hola, ¿cómo estás? This is one way, okay? This is one way and this is another way. So we're gonna practice the first one. I'm sorry, I should have said that. So we're gonna practice the first one first, and then we're gonna practice a second way. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Second way. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? And this is what it means in English. And the friend should respond back this way. Estoy bien. Estoy bien. Estoy bien. This is one way of saying it. This is one way, this is another way, and this is another way. There are 3 ways to say this. You can use whichever. Second one. Estoy mal. Estoy mal. Estoy mal. Third one. Más o menos. Más o menos. Más o menos. Más o menos. Very good. Repeat it. Keep repeating it. And that's what it means. Okay, let's move on. To ask how an adult is. Now, this is an adult. ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está usted? Very good. Now let me explain the accents right here. Every time you see an accent, like right there on the C and O, on that syllable, this is where you put an emphasis right there. So if you notice, I say ¿cómo? ¿Cómo está? Está. So every time you see that, make sure that you hit it hard, okay? And later on other video tutorials that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be teaching the accents. Okay, so let's move on. And that's what it means. Now the usted also is going to come on another lesson later on. I'm going to explain between the difference between usted and tú. And this is the way the other person will answer. Again, there is 3 ways, which are the same way as the other ones. It doesn't matter whether you are an adult or a person of your own age. The same 3 ways of answering back are the same. The only thing that is different is the question. Okay? So this you already know. Estoy bien. Estoy bien. Estoy bien. Estoy mal. Estoy mal. Más o menos. Más o menos. Now listen the way this one is going to sound, because this gets together. Later on when you learn how to speak more fluently, this is what you're going to hear. Más o menos. Más o menos. It seems like the S and the O are together. Más o menos. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Let's move on. And now we're gonna do the same thing. Now you learn those things. Now let's put them into use, into a visual. Like I said, I'm going to read them fast and you read after me. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Más o menos. ¿Y tú? Más o menos. ¿Y tú? Más o menos. ¿Y tú? Let's move on. Now this is an older person using the usted. With whoever is over here, I'm assuming that is a younger person. Buenos días, Pedro. ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días, Pedro. ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días, Pedro. ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? Very good. So now that we went through some vocabulary words, there are more vocabulary words that you need to remember, that you need to practice, and here they are. So again, I'm going to say slow, medium, and fast. Okay? I do, you do. I do, you do. I do, you do. Adiós. 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 Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Okay, now let me tell you something about the H in Spanish. It is silent. There is no like in English. So every time you see an H, it's like a ghost. It's not there. So you start with the next vowel to next to it. So it's a. Hasta. Okay, there's no sound on the H. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Let's move on. Hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. Nos vemos. Nos vemos. Nos vemos. Señor. 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 Señora. 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 Señorita. 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 Tengo que irme. Tengo que irme. Tengo que irme. think that's gonna be all for this vocabulary, but let me check. Yes, indeed, it is the end of my first ever class online. So if you are watching and if you are following me, thank you. I am going to be uploading videos. I'm going to try to upload videos every Saturday, so on that weekend you hit your Spanish classes and learn more, and throughout the week you can always go back to the videos and do some reviews. Now after this class it's uploaded, I'm going to type some links in the description of the video, in order for you to click on the link and download some activities, some workbooks, and probably audios and so forth. That's gonna be just a little bit, that way you can exercise and practice. For the meantime, you can always go back to the video and continue listening and watching. Okay, this is the end of this class. Don't forget to subscribe to continue. Tell your friends, those who want to learn Spanish, so you can get your free classes. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima. Or hasta luego.